Hi everyone, it's Addie Henson, the ASMR witch, and today I wanted to work a little bit more on my channel, and I want to do 3 things. One of them is I want to write down the channel expectations for me and you. I also want to work up a channel description and some channel goals, and then I'd like to put that in on the computer. So to start with, anyway, in my previous job, my boss wrote down things she expected of us, and we wrote down things we expected of her. And the twist on it, because we're making it witchy, is that I'm going to write using charcoal. This is charcoal, isn't it? Yes, I used this last video. I should know that. We're adding the charcoal because it smudges easily, and smudging or wiping or smearing, kind of washing off, is a way of putting out into the world and what I've learned of witchy practices, because I know with sigils, if you were to mark something on your skin, which I probably shouldn't have done, that means nothing, whatever, doing this would be activating it. So I'd just like to put our goals into motion. So start with goals for me and goals for you. Yes, you're included. So some goals for me are on my end. Uploading Wednesday. And one of my goals for you is to be kind. I think that's so important in a community. So another goal for me, you'd like to add that to my list too. I see nothing wrong with that. A goal for me to learn. I would like it if you learned something from my channel, but it won't hurt my feelings if you don't learn this together. And another goal for you, I was thinking, is maybe sleep or relaxing. Looks like I left it relax. Oh, a good goal for me. Thank you for mentioning that. No clickbait. I know that's a hot topic today. Alright, when I left goal for 4, can you think of anything else goals for me or you? Well, I think this is a really good starting point, and we can always come back to this and add more. So feel free to leave goals down in the comments if you'd ever like to revisit this. So I'm going to go ahead and, as I did earlier, I'll put it on my hand to kind of channel it through me before I put it out to the world on the paper. And I'm just going to be, it's the intention that counts, so I'm just kind of slipping over. This is uploading Wednesday. Okay, and we'll smudge it out. So it's a goal. Now being kind, we'll note that. And learning. It's getting hard to see. Alright. And the ever important one. No. Great. I really didn't show up well. It's a little better. Alright. So we can see I am full of intention. And now my goals are out in the universe. So we'll work on those. I will write them down for you if you will give me your hand. I'm actually a little bit short. Can you put it down here? Thank you. Alright, so we have kind. Okay, let's smudge. And we'll smudge here. Great. And then we have learn. So I'll just use your hand again. Okay. This is very important. Sleep. Let's take our time writing this one. Feel the intention. You will get sleep. Put that in. Let that message sink in. Okay. Great. Last one, relaxing or relax. Let that sink in. You will be able to relax. And once more. Now that it's out into the universe, I was hoping we could do a sort of Patreon list if I were going to make a Patreon. I'm not, I feel like it's important to mention that I do have a full-time job, so I'm not trying to do this as, my full-time rent or anything like that. It's definitely a side project, and as I've talked about, it's a way for me to hold myself to a timeline and learn and get to practice witchcraft and be able to review myself. But I still have some monetary goals if it ever gets to that point, and I thought it would be cool to write them down and kind of, see if we're on the same page. So, we'll be using Sharpie. I think my first and biggest goal is a new microphone. So let's write down Would you believe me if I said the table makes it difficult to write pretty? I'm kidding, I just have really bad handwriting. The other big thing is a new camera. Okay, and actually, on those notes, I'm actually going to go ahead and get a new camera, and it does come with a new microphone. I have yet to decide if I will put it toward these projects, probably. So this is actually probably not so much on our list, but this one is because I figured I would get a ASMR dedicated microphone should it ever get to that point. I had figured I would get the Yeti, which is about 160, but if I would ever go super fancy with it, who really knows, we could get up to 500, I don't really know. So that's this is my main goal. My next personal goal is a new and the new microphone with it, I don't want to keep recording on this quality of stuff if I could be doing better. Which my goal in general was just to be learning and doing more, but now that I know I'm going to have better equipment, I don't know, it's just hard for me to convince myself to not wait. But I digress. New tarot cards are my other goal, and I think I talked about it in my introduction video. I'd really like to do a tarot reading Tuesday or Thursday, or maybe even both if I have enough time. I don't know, maybe I'll do like shorter videos, a lot shorter and longer. And I only have 2 sets of tarot at the moment. One of them is my beginner set, and that works because I don't really know what I'm doing yet. And then the other is, well, you'll see in one of the videos. So eventually I would like new tarot cards, kind of change it up, and I just think it would be fun. And custom ones can range, well, I wouldn't say range, I'll say average, about $40. But they get pricey. I think I saw one for double that. And on the same line, I am actually quite interested in making my own tarot cards. So we will put, custom tarot cards. And I think it's about 6 to 16 in the place I was looking, and I think this would be really fun because I could do videos about the making of, and I think that would have some really good sound to them. So those are 3 goals so far. Still got a couple more to go. This one might be a bit weird, but oh, well, it's weird because of that. I did that wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. You just have to try and fix it from there. Almost legible. First to read Witchbox. Witchbox is a subscription of witchy things. And actually, I don't know that this is a name. I wrote notes for myself. There's several witchy subscription boxes, and I'm going to make a video later of just a list of witchy things. So stay tuned for that, because I'm sure I'll talk about the subscriptions. But I would eventually like to be able to get these subscriptions so that I can do an unboxing, have more material to work with. And the ones I was looking at, they range about 100, and that's, I can either buy a really big one for 100, or I can buy 3 medium to little ones for 100. But I just think it would be really fun to get those. Last but not least, I figured I would include ring light. All the fancy YouTubers have good lighting. I'm not going to say mine's the worst, but it's not a ring light. And I looked them up, and they are about $150. Mine's probably a $20 setup. So, past these other levels of pricing, I was looking to buying a ring light. Now, I will ask the question. Anything else that would be, did the right be on that time, on the list? Comment down below if I am missing anything on what I should be looking into, or even, is there a specific tarot you'd like to see? Is there a better microphone? You let me know. Okay, so that is, I have Patreon. This would kind of be my scale system. These are what I'm working toward, and I'm not, the money I make with my full-time job is going toward these 2 because that helps with my full-time job, but it won't apply to this. This would all be if I ever make anything off of ads. So we'll see. Last but not least, I thought we could come up with a channel description, and I couldn't find a pencil, but this is a colored pencil, so I think it will work just fine. So when it says, excuse me, I'm trying to talk. Honestly. So when it says to describe your channel, I cannot believe that train is still so loud. Okay, I think the train is finally gone. Oh my goodness. Anyway, when YouTube wants you to write a channel description, I thought we could brainstorm together. So, I'll write some keywords over here. Obviously, I need to say that I am ASMR. Probably mention my name, which is important. Thank you for reminding me. So let's just see what we can come up with. Hello everyone. I just always think it's polite to greet people. My name is Addie Henson. And I'm writing too fast for you. I think I'm writing faster than I can think, if I'm being honest with you. So we've got the important part down. I will state why I created the channel. I created this channel to secretly, I think that's pretty important, practice and learn witchcraft while giving back to the ASMR community. Okay. Oh, it's also important to say when I upload. I upload every witchy Wednesday. So far. And I will say, please join me on my adventures. Okay. That really wasn't so hard. I don't know why I kept putting it off. So I do have a question now that I've finished that before we move on. Social media. So notice the giant question marks. Question for you in the comments. I know I've got a lot of these today. How do you feel about ASMR artists or ASMRs? I don't actually know the term for us. ASMR people, creators I like it, on social media. But it's an option. You let me know if, I was looking at Instagram in particular, let me know if posting like samples of videos helps remind you, helps you know what you would be into, and if you just like to follow people on Instagram, just let me know your thoughts on it, on if you think I should join or not. Thank you kindly, and that completes this section. So I'm going to get my laptop. I'm actually going to hold it so that it doesn't vibrate on the table. And my typing will be a bit slower. See? Hello. My name is Addie Henson. And I created this channel to secretly so far. Almost forgot that part. Oops, turn on caps lock. Alright, that will do it. Okay, thank you so much for joining me. I think this just about completes the intro vids. I've got to figure out how to make a little intro and a little intro song, I suppose. But I'll have to figure that out on my own time because I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, I think we've just about completed all of the intro stuff, which means I'm going to have to start moving into witchy things. Hopefully I have my new equipment in time for the March or possibly April celebration, but we will see. Because I'm getting a new microphone, a new camera, I'm not positive I'm going to be uploading next week, because I think I'd rather wait until I have my new equipment and do stuff then. But whenever next time is, I will see you then. Thanks for watching.